I just turned 20 and I have no idea what's going on. I'm a little embarrassed to show you this, but my room looks like I'm 20, so we're gonna clean that up today and I'm gonna tell you about my life so far. Before I get started on any of that, I need to do laundry. So yeah, I've lived 20 years. Let's take some time to unpack that while I unpack my room so I can vacuum it. I'll see you guys outside. So one of the observations I've made in the entirety of my life is that I actually really like people. If you talk to 15-year-old me, he would probably think that was cringe. He liked video games quite a lot, like a little too much. Year 3 to year 11, I really liked interacting with all my friends, all the kids at school. And then once I got to college, I was kind of like, oh, all my friends left town. What am I supposed to do? After about 6 months to a year, I found some more and they're really cool. Being able to find people I like in college has been awesome, and it's something I hope to do in the future. Oh, I actually made these myself. Really cool, fun project if you have a bunch of time. You just take a Sharpie and you just kind of outline everything. It's super awesome. It's a mirror! Because I suck at multitasking, I'm just gonna sit here and have this audio go over some B-roll. I was talking about how I really like people. I stand by that. I wanna be a therapist or something similar when I'm older. When I graduate actually I guess I am pretty old now, I'm 20. Anyways, I wanna be something like that when I'm older. And I think that's because I really like people. I've always liked people. Loving people, talking to people is something I want to continue doing for the rest of my life. Hopefully I can. And now I think it's time to talk about school. Okay, let's see if I left myself in, but if I did, whoop. The next thing I've noticed about myself over the last 20 years is that I really like learning. I like school, I like sports, I like learning about sports. I like this. This is a fun little learning hobby. Learning all kinds of things about shot, what's the word? Composition, lighting, color grading. I'm colorblind, so that's really hard. I like college. College classes are really fun. I feel like I'm learning a lot, but never enough. In fact, I like school so much, I'm deciding to graduate a year early, mixed with something we'll talk about later. But I decided to take summer classes last year. That was good for like the first 3 weeks. I would wake up and really want to get class done, not eat as much as I should have. Learned a lesson there. Didn't take any classes this summer and just messed around with video. That's pretty cool. While I was like in the grind of school, I couldn't really see what it was doing to me. Once I finally got outside of the grind, I was like, ooh, I kind of overdid it. These are the things I actually enjoy. So education, I think, is something I really like. I think I can get into other places besides like your traditional, oh, you're stuck in the matrix sort of learning, which is why I'm doing things like this and have been for the summer. It's hard to see how bad the trenches are when you're in them. When you finally take some space, then you can be like, oh, this was too much. So hopefully that makes sense. Now that I have literally everything out here, it's time to put it back inside. So I want to graduate in 3 years, which will be a year early, because I have lived here my whole life. I have lived in my hometown my whole life. I go to school here and all my friends go elsewhere. And so I, for the past 3 years, have just been in a rush to grow up, get out of here, go do something else. Honestly, I didn't really realize that until now. Like I said, been in a hurry to get out of here, and that is largely because of a certain girl, which you'll hear about at some point. So girlfriend does not live here, does not go to school here, actually is here for the summer, but leaves in 12 days. The whole reason I would like to get out of school is to go follow her, and that has been pretty demoralizing for the last 2 years. Originally, the plan was for both of us to graduate in 3 years, but girlfriend couldn't do that, which is totally fine. Now I really don't know what's gonna happen next year. So I'm gonna graduate at the end of the year, and then I'll either go to grad school or I'll figure it out, which is very scary. So yeah, I don't really know what's gonna happen next year, but I don't need to worry about that because this video is about the previous 20 years of my life. Spent a lot of time worrying about things that I couldn't control. My mom talks a lot about the danger of wishing time away. which makes a lot of sense. I mean, you are wanting to fast forward almost and get to a place where, oh, I'm more successful, I'm better off for this reason. But then once you're there, the opposite happens of, oh, I wish I had more time when I was younger or in the past. So that makes a lot of sense to me. However, I'm still extremely guilty of it. I really just want to grind through my degree and get off to wherever my girlfriend is at the time. There's something to be said for getting your degree done early, but that also might be for the wrong reason. For the first time in the last 3 years, I'm messing around with a stupid little camera like this, and I'm not worried about this school year. I think this will be a lot of fun. I think for the first time in 2.5 years, I'm gonna be fine right where I'm at. I was showing my mom the new Maybe Man album from AJR. I was showing my mom Inertia. The main line of the song goes, "Where I am going is right where I am." To me, the artist sounds pretty upset that they're like stuck somewhere, which could be a little bit of projection, but I think that's what the song is about. And the way my mom heard it was, I'm right where I'm supposed to be, which is super awesome and kind of an interesting way of thinking about it. And I think I'm finally starting to do that with this stupid little camera, that stupid little laptop that's out of the screen that you can't see that I edit on, and just being able to express all these thoughts. So thank you. So, the goal for year 20 to 21 is to only control what I can control, which is talking to this camera, making sure I have a clean room. 19-year-olds are so dumb. And then also just being able to enjoy my surroundings a little more. My grandparents are a huge part of my life. In fact, there's actually a pretty good chance that all 4 of them are watching this very video. So, hi Grandma and Grandpa and Grandma and Grandpa. Then also, I'm never gonna be 20 again, so why not do this? This is exactly the hobby I needed, so thanks for watching. I don't really have anything to say, and it's getting kind of late, so I'm gonna put the finishing touches on my room, and then I'll talk to you guys in the little conclusion I make up. Here I am, outside my room. It's time to show you the final product. Oh my goodness. I know a lot of my audience is around this age. I think like 60% of you guys are 18 to 24. So if you have similar thoughts or similar anxieties, please let me know in the comments. And also shout out to everyone in my present concerns video, because I totally loved hearing all your guys' thoughts for that like philosophy almost. And so I feel like this is kind of pretty similar to that. And I would love to hear thoughts on the future and the past and enjoying your time, because those are things I think about a lot, if you can imagine. Would love to hear your thoughts. I go through, see every comment, respond to almost all of them. For this next year, I'm very confident that I will be happy right where I'm at. Obviously, I'll still be a little sad that girlfriend's halfway across the country, but as they say, where I am going is right where I am. I feel confident that I can live with that. So, with all that being said, love you, thank you, keep being awesome. Bye-bye.